Good evening, rockers. Vegas Rock Goddess here on the rocks. Total entertainment. Coming to you live from somewhere off the Las Vegas Strip. Today, I am interviewing Ashes Fall, a great band out of Atlanta, Georgia. I saw these guys on TikTok and I'm like, I want them on my show. So let's get to it. All right, let's let them in. Hello, hello. Okay, we're gonna let somebody else in. Hello.
Hi, what's going on?
Hi, we got some people chiming in here. Is it just going to be you or everybody?
No, it's going to be me and two others, I think.
Okay, there. Hello.
Hello, I'm Cole.
Okay, hi, Cole. I'm Carol. Vegas Rock Goddess, you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are
Okay,
you at on the screen, Cole? I can't see you.
Uh, I'm not sure. I'm here somewhere.
Where's Ronnie?
He should be hopping on any minute, I'm sure.
well, you guys have a great name, Ashes Fall. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are great
Oh,
on TikTok. We'll get into that. Yep.
Ashes Fall. There you go. Yeah.
Well, let's get started. He can go ahead and chime in or whatever. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for
I
having me.
am a frequent follower of TikTok. So a lot of the interviews I do, I get from bands on TikTok. Okay, I think he's coming in now. We'll let him in. And I saw you guys, and I'm like, okay, I have to have you guys on the show.
Awesome. We appreciate
Okay.
that.
Oh yeah, no worries. I got a little picture of him down there. I don't know if he's on yet or he's connecting, Ronnie. He logged in too early, and I'm like, oh, that's
Oh, okay.
that
So I
was
know how to
funny.
fix
No,
it.
it's no
So
big
you have
deal
like,
because I had
if you're
interviewed
using a,
before you guys. So there he is. Hi,
Hey.
Ronnie. How are you?
okay, I figured it out now. So there's three screens. Like if you're using an iPhone,
Yeah,
you have to swipe over. Okay, yeah, I figured it
right,
out.
right. All
How you
right. So
doing?
we are we all situated and ready to rock?
Sure are.
Yes,
Okay. So you guys are from Atlanta. Um,
Yes.
yes.
why don't you first tell our viewers a little bit about your band and when you guys got started?
Oh, I guess that would be me. Well, I I'm the original. Me and a friend of mine started the band when I was about 17, and we initially just wanted to like just make music, and we had a really interesting way that we met. I had a half brother that I had never met, and he actually passed away in an explosion. And I had cousins that I had never met that popped out like we were like, who are these people? And one of them actually invited us over to their house, and his wife actually knew the original rhythm player slash singer, and so we started the band. And we only planned on doing bars because we thought, we didn't really have like the idea that we could open for bigger acts. That seems so far from reality. And then
Far
the
away.
next thing we knew, we started like getting to open places like the Masquerade. And I think the first band that we opened for was Brandon Saylor from Atreyu. And then, long story short, we ended up going down this route of opening for numerous national acts like Seven Dust and 10 Years and Nonpoint, Smile Empty Soul, Saliva, Save and Able. We actually did a we actually did an album with Scott from Save and Able. He produced it for us. And fast forward a little bit, there was some turmoil in the band, and it got to the point where I just wanted to scratch everything and rebuild. I
Right.
found our drummer Alex actually when we were signing the contract, signing everything over to me because it was at the point, we had been doing everything like by the books, and we had registered as an LLC and all of that good stuff. So everything had to be transferred over. And I actually met Alex when I was picking up some money at the Western Union. And he was like, "Do you need a drummer?" And Alex definitely is the backbone. He makes up a good bit of the sound, and just brilliant musician.
You
I
guys
actually
are just
grew,
great, though. Your videos, your TikToks, crazy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have a really great team, and I actually hand selected all of these guys. We were a part of the 2018 home shows with Seven Dust.
Okay.
And after that, I started rebuilding, and I really took my time to make sure that we found like the best musicians. Like, I didn't want somebody who was just average or they were just good. Like, I
Right.
wanted people that I wanted to be around, because as musicians, we do a lot of traveling, and
Yeah.
if you don't like that person, it's miserable. And
Right?
and these guys are such great people. Like, Ronnie is so funny, and Daniel is hilarious. So they keep us laughing like the whole time. And we
You can't get me and Ronnie in a room without making somebody laugh.
Yeah. And so Daniel's been playing with us a little over a year.
I caught Ash's Fall at the end of 2022. I was actually playing in a Christian rock band. Whenever I met Cole, we were looking to add another guitarist, because we were a 4-piece, and we wanted to, like, I guess, add more depth to our songs. So we brought Cole in, and that's how I met Cole. And then a few months later, like, I guess our lead singer, he went off and wanted to do his own thing. So we just kind of like went off our own ways. But me, like, I'm the kind of guy, like, I'm always playing. Like, I played worship music, I played country music, I played in so many cover bands. Like, I just keep playing because, like, I always find people to play with. And
well,
we had
that's
a guy
true musician. You're
Yeah.
passionate about what you do, and you're not giving up no matter what happens.
Oh yeah, actually, when I came to the to jam with that band, I could hear the bass and feel it outside, and I just kept thinking, man, like, we need a bass player like this.
Right?
When the opportunity came, I guess we nabbed him.
Yeah,
But there was a promise that was made, that we actually got to fulfill as soon. I actually was, the third show.
Yeah, it's one of the bands I grew up listening to when I was in high school and stuff like that, getting into music. And I was a big fan of their music. It was Trapped, but we played some crazier shows since then, and I was just like, that was like pretty much like my first like major like big band like I've ever played with.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So yeah.
Yeah, he asked me, he said, "So you think we can get a show with Trapped?" I said, "I'll tell you what." I said, "If you come in," I said, "we get this thing back up and running." I said, "I'll get you that Trapped show." And that was the second headliner, but I broke them in right. I reached out. I got us a show with Afro Man at a charity event up in Lexington.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he wrote me in with a
super cool
promise.
guy.
He wrote me in with a promise about Seven Dust I still haven't seen yet.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. He's a hardcore Seven Dust fan. And so when he found out
Look at this Seven Dust ink I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw their first tour with Ozfest.
Oh,
she's got to see mine.
Nice.
You want to show tattoos on?
Was that the one with
I got all my
Flaw
bass stuff on my chest, yo.
What?
Was that the one
got
with
my
Flaw
hand.
on it?
No, it was way before that.
Yo.
So I actually have an interesting story. Before the drummer that we have now, we actually had some conversation with Chris Ballinger of Flaw about him being the drummer.
Oh,
and
wow.
nothing materialized, but it was really cool. I had a really great friend named Lindsay who knew him, and she set up the contact, and we had a few conversations, but
Right.
it was really fascinating.
Well, it's funny about that Seven Dust show. I also saw Linkin Park's first tour. They were on that bill too.
Oh,
And
That's great.
that was, I mean, Chester Bennington back then was still raw. You know what I mean? And it was a great show. I'll never forget that Ozfest.
Yeah, I got a Lincoln Park tattoo, but I can't show you that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was actually lucky enough to catch the last Woodstock in '99, and I remember that's when all those bands were starting to get huge, like Korn and Lincoln Park was just starting out, and I was lucky enough to get to see all those bands.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, look at where we are now compared to, the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, music is like crazy now. Now we're kind of getting back to that 70 80s sound, like right there on the edge. And you guys are really do you have original material, right? So let's talk about that.
Mhm.
Who's the main writer of the band?
Oh, so that's a hard question. So we all play different roles. So typically Alex and we typically write the songs.
Okay.
We'll write the riff, and then we'll all contribute ideas to it. We'll build upon it. Um, Daniel, like really stays in that pocket with Alex because for us, our sound is really made up a lot of syncopation, which is just a fancy word of everything is in sync and played together.
Right. That I know.
Right. Yeah. And so Daniel really packs in that feel and some extra flourishes that really fluff out the sound. And then let's see, Ronnie and Alex, they do all the vocal melodies. So they come up with all of that, and then me and Ronnie write the lyrics, and then sometimes Alex will contribute lyrics, and it's just a melting pot. We all feed off of each other.
Which is great. I mean, Ronnie, how long have you been playing?
I don't play much. Do you mean how long have I been in the band?
Yeah, well, how long have you been a musician?
Oh, okay.
How long have you been in the band?
Oh, okay. So as far as musician, I've written my whole life. That my primary job is a writer. I write.
Okay.
I'm also a vocalist. I love to sing. But as far as the music goes, I don't touch any of the music. I have a guitar and I understand how to play the guitar vaguely. Oh, I think I lost you guys.
We lost.
No, we're here.
He's back.
Okay, could you hear me?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was dealing with I was
That's
trying to
okay.
get my 6-year-old to go to bed. So
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
no
guess-
worries.
So I do
Yeah,
play
I'm
music.
back.
I can like hold a beat on the drums. I can play guitar. Typically, I only know enough to play like in order to like help myself write melodies. That's about it. I don't really add anything musically, but I write most lyrics and stuff.
Okay, that's good because all you guys are contributing to this, which is really great.
And I've been writing for this band and in this band for about I want to say Cole was like a little over 2 years.
Yeah, you were there like a year longer than Daniel. I think Daniel came in 23, and you come in like mid 22.
Well, I came in at the tail end of 2022. I didn't really start playing and knowing the songs until 2023. But
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
great. Now, what are your guys' plans
Yeah.
for 25 right now? Are you guys playing out? What's happening?
Oh yeah, we got some big festivals. See, right now we're going to be. I think the only one that we're allowed to announce right now is we're going to be doing Rock on the Hill, which is going to be in Hanover, Pennsylvania, with Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Okay, very cool.
We're planning on. We got a big tour. We have a bunch of dates confirmed, but we're having to kind of be a little hush hush on that.
Okay.
Right now,
well, you better send them, Cole. You better send them to me.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. We got a video that's about to drop too. So
okay,
we'll give you a nice sneak peek whenever it comes in.
Now, when is that coming out?
The plan I want to say is 2 weeks, guys?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Very cool. Is it a live
next week
video?
you'll probably see us dropping some teasers next week about the video. So
okay, cool.
So it's not going to be a live video. It's going to be an actual video that we did for Shining Through, and and we just had so much fun with it. And creatively, I think it was just some of the most like fun and original work. We we would kind of give you more details, but it was kind of a blur to us.
Yeah, I was
Like,
barely awake.
yeah, it was so we actually we drove like 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours, and then we got there at like 2 o'clock, and at that point we're so excited that we couldn't sleep, so we ended up killing like an hour or two in the gym, which was a terrible idea because we had to be there at 6. So we literally ran off like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of sleep tops. And then we got there and we pulled what, like a 14, 16 hour day, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then we drove back.
That's rock and roll.
Yo, dude.
Man.
So we
but
basically got there at 2 a.m. and we had to be at the spot at 6 a.m. So we really only we've been driving all night. Like I had
Oh
worked
my
all day. Like I
gosh.
had worked 12 hours that day.
You guys are
And
hardcore,
we
man.
drove all night. I was up for like a good probably 48 hours before I even went to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we were exhausted, and by the time that we got home, I remember like as soon as I got home and I just laid on the bed, I was out cold, and I was trying. I remember like bits and pieces, but the videographer had like a constant surveillance of like drone cameras because he really wanted to capture all the backstage stuff that he could, behind the scenes stuff.
That's cool.
So it was like filming the whole time, but we, for the life of us, don't remember but bits and
I'm
pieces.
scared about that.
Well, that'll be great. I can't wait to see this.
I know at one point I went upstairs. I was waiting while they went to get pizza or something like that. And there was like this mattress up there to like relax on. And I remember I passed out for like an hour. I don't know what kind of footage they got of me, but
yeah, they got us hyped up on like Death Wish coffee and
yeah.
So we were.
You'll be up for a few days.
So we were wired.
That's crazy.
This guy runs on freaking energy drinks like you wouldn't believe.
Oh man.
I do typically, but I haven't had like an energy drink in like 5 weeks or so. Unfortunately, I got diagnosed with ulcers, and so caffeine's like a no-go. And and until basically until showtime, like I can't have caffeine.
Hey,
Right.
don't go telling them that. We're trying to get sponsored by Monster, right?
I think you said Red Bull wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. With Monster,
somebody will endorse you with that. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely not going to endorse us on my dad jokes. That's for sure.
I don't know, but we certainly we might get by with the Red Bull gives you wings, because I somehow every show I always end up on top of the bar or on top of a table or a railing or a banister.
I'm definitely flying to see the next show somewhere.
Oh yeah, we go all out. We do. We get out in the crowd and play.
I gotta see this.
We put on a spectacle. In fact, a lot of bands don't like to go on. A lot of bands don't like to go on after us because we really bring it. But like I said, you know, we were also we were at one time associated and closely worked with Saban Abel. So our boy Scotty he gave us some good tips.
What were you gonna say? I know you were gonna say something.
I said when I first met Cole, he's just a little rambunctious. He reminds me of a monkey. It's so funny. I have a saying that I say about Cole. I was like, he's too short to see over the bar, so he has to go on top of it. And it's the funniest thing ever.
Well, you guys are a really fun bunch, man. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do in 25.
Oh yeah, we have some big plans. We got some more music coming for sure. What are your thoughts on Shine Through while we're at it? We'll put you on the spot since you're giving us such great questions.
Well, I mean, I love it. I mean, it's really, it's good. It's edgy.
It's not too crazy.
Not too crazy.
A lot of the older crowd actually likes it, and I was pretty impressed with that because I'm the oldest one in the band. I'll be 39 in 2 months. I'm okay, so a lot of older guys that are older than me like it, and they're like, I'm like, okay, I can dig it.
It has that kind of 80s vibe, you know what I mean? and that kind of vibe right now is really popular with a lot of bands.
Yeah, I feel like we have like this really good mix of like a very modern sound, but with some like classic roots.
Would you say that, Ronnie? You got like a classic roots with this band?
Well, yeah, it really depends on what you call a classic. I would say, as far as the writing goes, I can see me personally. My biggest writing influences have always been about probably Paul Simon and Jerry Cantrell.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if you consider '90s classic, then yes, I would say.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like 30 years in, so yeah.
Yeah,
but if you want to talk about the guitar, I mean, there's so many inspirations that come into play with the guitar itself. I mean, me and Cole we really actually bonded over the fact that a lot of his bigger inspirations were also '90s. So I would have a lot of influence from '90s, which would qualify as classic.
yeah. Well, yeah, now it is. I mean, even 70s, 80s, 90s is all classic rock now.
Right.
Yeah, like I think you hit that right on the point. Like me and Ronnie had we had this really cool like bonding moment of like when we first started writing songs together, we both were influenced by the Beatles. So it immediately just clicked right in. We like Lennon and McCartney'd it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to pan over to that weird picture of these two guys wrestling or dancing. I'm like, what's that all? No dancing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was kind of laughing at that in the beginning when you guys were saying that Ronnie was a jokester. I'm like, that picture's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I like that picture. Actually, I forget, it was gifted to me by someone. I don't remember where they said they got it, but I used to always say I love that stupid picture, and they let me have it when I moved away from Nashville. They let me take it with me, and now I put it right in my living room. It just kind of works.
Nice. So, were you guys collectively all from Atlanta?
No, that would be me.
Okay.
I'm originally from Lawrenceville, which is like northeast Atlanta.
And what about?
I'm from Georgia.
Nashville.
I'm from. Ronnie.
You're from Georgia.
Yeah, I'm from North Georgia. I'm up closer to Chattanooga. I'm probably about 10, 15 minutes from the Chattanooga line.
Okay.
But I grew up in Georgia my entire life, so Georgia's my home. So that's just what I claim.
And
yeah, I live.
Yeah.
I'm actually from New England. I'm from I'm like from like 15 minutes from the building Godsmack used to fucking practice in constantly.
Oh wow.
That's
crazy.
Oh yeah. So when I came down here, I came from rock, like my biggest band, my biggest influence was always Seven Dust. So when I came down here, I was so excited to make my way to Atlanta. And when I found an Atlanta-based band looking for a vocalist, I was like, yes.
Yeah, especially when he found out we opened for Seven Dust, and then he was like,
I got suckered in.
He really was. Yeah, at that point he was sold.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, you should show her that cool poster behind your head with Saving Abel and Tantric on it.
Oh, nice. I actually hung out with Tantric. They were opening for a charity event that I was working with Darren Griffith from Lead Don't Follow Foundation. And
these are all shows.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I love Tantric. I grew up listening to Breakdown.
I drove around with Tantric. I took them actually to see this performer in Vegas. I said, are you guys, because they had like the whole night. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, okay. So I took them to see this friend of mine, Chris. His name is Zoe Bowie. He has a great 80s, 90s, like 70s rock show. And it was great for these guys are sitting there like, oh my God, because they never saw a live Vegas show before. It was great. They're a really good bunch of guys.
Nice.
You're gonna have to drive us around. I want to see a live.
So I've been to Vegas one time, but I was in Vegas for like an hour and a half because I had an hour and a half layover at the airport. I was going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I flew from Nashville into Vegas and then Vegas to Lihue, which is on the island of Kauai. Yeah. And I was like, God, I want to go to the strip so bad, but I didn't. I was like, I want to go back. Yeah. I was like, it's the only time I've ever been to Vegas.
The strip is the strip, it's crazy down there. I
It's
work
Vegas,
down
though.
there,
Come on.
but I don't hang out and party down there.
Was it when Sebastian was playing with them?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that's when we got to open for them. And Sebastian was just like super, super cool. And for a lot
Oh,
of
he's
people that don't
cool,
know,
dude.
oh yeah,
That band has
amazing
gone
guitar
through
player.
so many changes, like over the past, I think, 10 years, but they're still together, you know?
Oh yeah, now he's with Saliva.
Yeah.
Well, I got
He's
a bachelor
amazing.
party coming up. If you want to do a bachelor party in Vegas,
You're gonna have
Yep.
to pay me for that. Anyway,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean, Vegas is great. We've got a great music scene out here. You guys would do really well coming out. Hopefully we can get you to play Vegas at some point.
Oh yeah, at some point we would love to.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the plan for 2025 is we're hitting the East Coast, and we're going to start to get a little more traction. And then once we do, we're hoping by 2026 we can do a nice West Coast tour and hit you guys up. And
Yeah. You'll have to swing in.
yeah. Oh yeah, because our shows are we put on a spectacle. We do stuff with the lights, we do stuff with effects, we climb things.
Nice.
We get out there
You
and
climb things.
play with the crowd. Like we'll hop the railing and we'll jam out in a couple of songs with the crowd. Like
Okay,
we love
that's
that
what I like to
intimacy.
see.
Yeah, we love that intimacy. It's just there's no feeling
That's
like
crazy.
it. Even Daniel will hop off the stage and play bass out in the crowd, and we go all out.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. That's really great. Okay, so what are the plans now? What other upcoming shows? You have the Music on the Hill show?
Yeah. So we have quite a few songs. Shine Through actually surprisingly wasn't even like our top song or in our top
Yeah.
5 even.
she's
it was just-
talking about.
yeah,
she's
yeah.
talking about shows.
Yeah, no, the song we talked about earlier. No, I'm talking about shows, upcoming shows.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're doing the Rock on the Hill Festival. I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to be a part of Hope Fest I want to say it's in Illinois.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Is
sure
that
it's
the one
Illinois.
in Carbondale?
It may be. I would have to double check. I'd have to double
I've
check.
heard
the
of
booking.
that festival. I'm from Chicago originally.
Oh, nice.
I've heard of that fest.
I'm trying to remember the date. Is it towards the end of March or the middle of March? We got that show at Seven Stones and
Yeah. We're going to be kicking
That's March
off
22nd in Prattville, Alabama.
No,
Nice.
you're confused. It's
Chattanooga.
you're thinking of I want to say it is March 29th, and
Yeah.
it's in Chattanooga at the Dragon's Roast.
Which is a great venue. I love that little spot.
Nice.
Yep. And then March 1st, we're kicking off everything in Savannah, Georgia at the Wormhole.
Mhm.
Let's see. There's some other stuff that we've got.
I know
I'm trying
you
to
can't
think
talk
of the
about
bookings
it.
right off.
I don't want,
Yeah,
I don't want
there's
you to
so
get in trouble.
We can
by talking
talk
about
many
about
we don't want to
we can
spool.
talk about the shows in March though.
Yeah, those you can.
Yeah. We can't
Okay.
talk about.
I
those,
mean, we
but-
could tell you. We could tell you some of the cities that we're hitting up.
Yeah, why don't you tell us some of the cities?
Yeah, that would be better.
Flint, Michigan. Mauricie, Michigan. I don't know what city in Illinois he's talking about. We got Prattville, Alabama, Chattanooga,
Savannah, Georgia.
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Nashville, Chattanooga.
When are you going to Nashville?
I have to look.
Okay.
That's a good question.
You
Yeah,
can
we-
always. Well, I'm going to be there in
I have no
April.
idea.
I'm going to be there in April.
We better
Oh,
go to show in
nice.
April.
Yeah, in Nashville.
I think we're going to be in Florida in April. I'm
Okay.
not for sure. I have to double check the booking. We have so much stuff where we've been like
What?
We've been, like,
Snicklefritz.
packing it
What is
out.
that?
Yeah. So we're going to be in April. We're going to be in Cohutta, Georgia, at a place called Snicklefritz for a 420 festival.
Okay.
Let's see.
The Snickle Fritz.
I know it's such a fun word to say.
Whatever that is, they're going to be there.
Yeah.
It's such a fun word to say, and like I think their whole purpose of like their festival is like educating people on like
Okay.
medicinal purposes, and I'm not quite sure on all of that, but
You're just gonna show up. You'll be there.
yeah, we're going to be there to provide the entertainment.
Right,
No,
of course.
Cole, the Snickle Fritz is actually what Green Goblin's son gives to people that he doesn't like in Pineapple Express. He's like, oh, you're gonna give him the Pineapple Express? He goes, no, he's getting Snickle Fritz, and he pulls out the jar of dirty weed.
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's where they got it
Crazy.
from. They call it the Snickle Fritz.
That's
Oh
a
my
weird.
gosh.
That's just a
But
weird
anyway-
name, Snickle Fritz.
So let's wrap it
sounds
up.
like
Why don't
German.
you tell the viewers where they can find you guys on your social medias?
Okay, yeah. So you can find us on YouTube. When you type in Ashes Fall, it's got our nice logo that Daniel showed them. Do you want to show them again, Daniel?
What, the logo?
Yep. So
Nice.
it's that, but it's just a black and red background. Really easy to find. We're going to be dropping our music video on there, as well as we have some hilarious TikTok sketches that people can check out by following us on there. Do you know our handle again on that, Daniel?
Ashes Fall, or official Ashes Fall, I think, ain't it?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
pretty
it's
sure.
just Ashes Fall. That's how I found you guys.
Yep, and then
Okay.
Our
I'll
Facebook
let you
at
know.
facebook.com/official Ashes Fall.
Perfect.
Yep, and then we have a website which is ashes-fall.com.
Perfect.
If you
Well,
want some
thank
real
you.
content,
Yeah.
you can follow me at the Real Run.
And like to find our music, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Shazam, Apple Music.
And we're
Pretty much
looking
every
forward to
streaming
all the new stuff that's coming out from you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. We have some very exciting things. We're really excited to share. The next single that we're following up with has just this really amazing flow to it, like the pacing, and
Oh, nice.
I would say it kind of has like I don't want to say it has like a Nickelback kind of feel, but it's very different than Shine Through. It's like a full 360. It's
Yeah.
And people hate on Nickelback, bro, but I love Nickelback. I'd be
Oh, yeah.
lying if I said I didn't.
Yep.
It's funny because that song is the most transformative infusion based song I think we have in our catalog. I was just talking to my girl about this earlier. It's like it starts off kind of like dad rocky, kind of Nickelbacky, the stuff that we all grew up with and love, and then and it just comes in the second verse, and it just hits like more like Mudvayne, like
Punches you in the face.
like peel me from the skin, like that kind of Mudvayne, right? It's just that's how the second verse kind of picks up, and then it really just breaks into this like Deftones like screaming kind of like it's so much fusion in that song. I didn't realize how much it was. It was just so inspired by all these sounds and the stuff that I love, and I didn't realize how many different like things I pulled from when we were
influences.
Yeah.
Well,
and and Cole and Alex had written the song, and then I was writing to it with how I was feeling, and because I put so much emotion into it, they started they changed so much about the song. We altered it by we broke it all down back into like acoustics when we got down to writing the lyrics because of all the feelings I wanted to do vocally. And then when we kind of rebuilt it all electric, the whole first verse is like completely different than how we had to begin with. It was so interesting. Writing that song was like a whole, I don't even know. Would you say that's true, Cole?
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to get you guys back on for part 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're looking forward to it.
I know. I wish I had more time with you guys. It's been amazing, but I want you guys to keep in touch with me. Give me all your tour dates, stuff like that. And we're going to look for you on TikTok. Let's cross our fingers. It's going to be around for a long time.
Oh, yeah. We're also on Lemon 8 now, too. Just in case it has to switch over. People that are wanting to follow us over.
Or it's just going to be another platform to make me crazy that I have to, that I have to cover. But,
right. Well, we're just thankful. We have such an amazing team that helps with that. That it's been a blessing.
And you got a great following. So Keep it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
That's what people want to see, the realism. They want to see you drop a
We definitely,
drumstick or drop a microphone or break a string. That's what we live to see.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't get much realer than seeing Daniel over there skating to the Friends theme.
Oh
Hey.
my gosh.
Hey,
That's another show. But thank you guys so much for being on. And we'll talk.
Yeah, thank you for
later.
having us.
thank
No
you for
problem.
having
Thank
us.
you.
And I'll
Maybe
let you
next
guys
time
know
we'll have
when we're
Alex
gonna
with
post
us.
the show.
Well,
Yeah,
love-
that sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Have a great night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank-
Wow, this band is great. Ashes Fall. Great band from Atlanta, Georgia. So definitely keep on the move for them. Get them on Spotify, TikTok, all the social platforms. They are really amazing. This is the Vegas Rock Goddess on the Rocks, total entertainment. Always like and subscribe to On the Rocks because you never know who I'll be interviewing next.